Nick830, the amazing streamer, the one and only edit god, hailed far and wide for his legendary positivity and family-friendly vibes. But is he truly the beacon of wholesomeness he and his fans pay him to be? Or is there more to this seamless, unblemished reputation? Let's dive in and uncover what's lurking beneath the cheerful Fortnite cranking persona that dominates his live streams. Hopefully that intro caught your attention. If it didn't, well, maybe I'm just terrible at captivating audiences. Let's talk about Nick830 today. We're diving into a controversial moment from one of his live streams. But before we get into the drama, let's give you a quick rundown of who Nick830 is, in case you've been living under a rock, like Patrick Star. Nick830 is a powerhouse YouTuber and streamer who primarily plays Fortnite, a lot of Fortnite. He's famously known as the edit god back in the golden age of Fortnite in 2014. Over the years, he's achieved incredible milestones, from winning Fortnite tournaments to solidifying himself as one of the top creators in the community, standing alongside other Fortnite titans like CypherPK, Ninja, and Courage. But more than his skills, Nick is celebrated for his positivity and family-friendly image. He's like Barney the dinosaur, but with cracked editing skills and relentless drive to dominate Fortnite lobbies. Now that we're caught up, let's dig into the controversy. Recently, Nick landed himself into hot water during a live stream. Here's what went down. A devoted fan repeatedly donated money during Nick's streams, asking for a simple Fortnite YouTube challenge idea. Sounds harmless, right? Well, Nick didn't see it that way. Despite the fans' persistence, sending multiple donations and even suggesting challenges to make it easier for Nick, he ignored the request entirely. At one point, the fan even went as far as saying, "It's fine if the idea has been done before. I just want a suggestion from my favorite streamer," and yet Nick continued to brush it off.
On the 27th of December 2024, I donated $4 to Nick830. His chat was on members only mode and there wasn't many people donating other than people becoming members, so I thought this was a good opportunity to donate as he would be able to read it as it was a chill stream. I donated asking for him to give me a Fortnite challenge for a video I'm making, as Nick has said he likes to help out small creators and for $4 it would only take him about 10 seconds to answer. He proceeded to answer saying if I tell him what challenge I want him to give me, he will say it.
Arch of the 4. Nick Big Fan, can you give me a Fortnite challenge for a video? Always happy Christmas, brother. Thank you, bro. If you have an idea, I would more than likely be happy to say it. I don't have any ideas off the top of my head. If I had ideas, I'd be recording it, you know? So if you have a challenge, you let me know. I will gladly say it so you can use it for your video, if that's what you'd like.
This is just weird because like he could just say any challenge. He could just say I'll do a shotgun only challenge or you know, whatever. It doesn't need to be something brand new. I don't think you could think of anything brand new.
Now look, I understand that as a streamer, your primary goal is to entertain your audience, and sometimes you can miss things in the chat, but this feels foul. It wouldn't take in much for Nick to acknowledge the fan and give a quick response. This is why people are calling him a scammer. It's completely his fault. If you're not going to engage with donation messages, then why have donation alerts on in the first place? Just turn them off and avoid the mess altogether. To be fair, there's always a possibility that Nick genuinely forgot. As someone who streamed before, I know how easy it is to get caught up in high-level gameplay and miss messages. But in this case, Nick was actively reading and responding to other donations during the stream. So yeah, it's kinda sus. What makes things worse is a specific clip where Nick told the donator to pay attention, because he claimed he did give a challenge idea, but guess what? He didn't. There's no record of him suggesting anything. So was he lying, or was he just talking out of his buttocks?
I proceeded to donate $2 more, specifying that I don't mind what challenge even if it's been done before. I also would like to specify I did actually give him 2 challenges. I said, could you maybe give me the one chest only challenge or the shotgun only challenge? He then proceeded to just flat out ignore my donation. He didn't say anything about it, he didn't even read it. And I know as a big streamer, it is hard to keep up with every donation, but he was reading chat and he wasn't getting that many donations because it was more of a quiet stream. So I donated another $2, saying simply I think he might have missed my dono, and I specified which 2 challenges I would like him to give me, as in his own words this was okay. Now he did actually read this donation, but he went on to say that he did read my last donation and I must have missed it and I need to keep my eyes peeled on the stream, but he's just flat out lying.
I think you saw the second, you never gave a challenge. I did, bro, I did. I answered it in full. I said that already 3 times. So if you can't pay attention to the stream, like, that's on you, bro. I literally responded to your message.
Just answer the question, dude. It's not rocket science. Even I can give a Fortnite challenge idea. For example, hey viewer, do the pistol challenge. Boom, done. See? Even I can do it in 5 seconds or less. But instead, Nick made it seem the fan was asking him to solve a complex math equation. Why? Why overcomplicate something so simple?
He then said this.
Arch, listen, if you have a challenge that you would like me to give you, you give it to me. I don't have any challenge ideas, bro. You're the content creator. You come up with the idea. I'll say it if that's what you want. If you want to include me in the video, please stop spamming, okay? It's not my responsibility to come up with video ideas for you, bro. Listen, like, if I had the idea, I'd be doing it myself. I said that already 3 times. So if you can't pay attention to the stream, like, that's on you, bro. I literally responded to your message.
Now, this just came off as a little rude, and I had sent him like $8 or something at this point. I'd be over the moon if someone was spamming me with money. Then I donated another $2, saying that in the last donation, I did say what challenge I wanted him to give me, and he simply replied, "Arch, thank you."
Holy crap, bro. Arch, thank you.
The look on his face, I don't know what it is, but he just looks annoyed, man.
This whole situation makes Nick come across as ungrateful. No matter how you frame it, Nick 830 shouldn't have been this dismissive. Answering the fans' question would have taken minimal effort, and it would have shown a level of respect and appreciation for someone who clearly admires him enough to send donations. Ignoring it repeatedly only highlights a lack of care.
It felt like Nick was just trying to squeeze as many little $2 donations out of me, repeating things like, "If you tell me what challenge." But the fact is, I said the challenge I would have liked him to say in every donation after the first, and he either ignored it or got annoyed. I also do understand I'm a content creator and I should come up with my own challenges, blah blah blah, but I did specify in the donation it doesn't need to be anything that hasn't been done before. It could be a 1 chest challenge or a shotgun only challenge, but he ignored those parts of the messages. He also said he would be happy to do it if I gave him the challenge, which I did.
So if you have a challenge, you let me know. I will gladly say it so you can use it for your video if that's what you like.
So I don't know why he was acting like a man-child about this. I mean, this man is 29 years old and is having some sort of tantrum because I donated to him. Not to mention, I'm 19 years old, but as far as he knows, I could be anywhere from 5 to 10, as his demographic is mainly little kids. I did have a lot of respect for Nick 830, but for all of you who watch him, do you really want to support someone who's this ungrateful? As far as he knows, I could have been a kid using my Christmas money asking for something so simple, but he ended up just being rude and honestly acting like a spoiled child. I know this video probably won't do that well, but after this happened, I felt like I had to show people the experience of donating to Nick 830, as a lot of people know who he is from the memes but don't actually watch his streams, as they're primarily targeted towards children. And Nick, if you do happen to see this and there is some sort of explanation, I would be happy to hear it, as your perspective does matter as well. Even just leave a comment and I'll pin it to let people come up with their own judgment of the situation.
Then there's the issue of intent. Some people argue that it feels like Nick was just milking the viewer for as many donations as possible. After all, he does have a young audience. Maybe even he thought they wouldn't catch on. Or again, maybe he genuinely forgot. But let's not ignore how bad this looks, especially considering that Nick is a millionaire. The optics are terrible, and it feels even worse when you remember that he's the self-proclaimed face of positivity and kindness in the community. In conclusion, Nick 830 seriously dropped the ball here. Whether it was intentional or not, he owes this fan an apology, and everyone else that he offended. And yeah, I've heard that this guy eventually got his money back, which is great, but an apology would go a long way in repairing the damage. Does this mean Nick is a bad person? No, not at all. But does it mean that he acted like a scammer in this situation? Yes, absolutely. It's disappointing to see someone with such a wholesome reputation make a mistake like this, especially when it could have been avoided so easily. Anyway, that's the end of the video. If you got thoughts, questions, or maybe want to disagree with my takes, hit up the comment section below. Let me know what you think about the whole ordeal. Until next time, stay tuned.